Hey, welcome kids. This is the one and only Mr. Fitz. And guess who I am? You probably recognize me with the sunglasses. I'm Mr. Ed, the famous Mr. Ed. Ask your parents about that one. So, Fitz is asking me some questions today. I want to make sure I give you the answer that Fitz is looking for. Because Fitz sometimes will ask questions that nobody knows the answer to. But guess what? Today I know all the answers.
Do the shopping cart. I need this, I need that. Do the shopping cart. Hey, give me this, give me that. Do the shopping cart. What is this? Put it back.
First question, Fitz. Mexican? Do you say Mexican or Chinese? Oh, Mexican. What's my favorite Mexican food? Man, that's tough. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm Hispanic, even though I'm white as white. I grew up in New Mexico. And so I grew up on Mexican food my whole life. So it's been part of my daily food life thing. I don't know. But my favorite is probably my wife's tacos. And now we're not just talking like a regular taco. We're talking about a taco that what she does first is she puts a pile of cheese and it melts. And then she puts the taco shell on top. It's a soft taco and it sticks to it and it turns like crunchy. And then when she folds it inside, there's all this cheese and then the meat and everything, and it's so good. That's probably my favorite. What's my next question? Bible, what? Let me think. Why do I like reading the Bible? You know, I think that the reason why I like reading the Bible and what I love about it is that, first of all, it's a big book that you can get so lost in. But that's where the beauty is that you can actually get lost in amazing stories. I'm talking truly amazing things. I mean, where else can you read all these things, from somebody gets swallowed from a whale to a bunch of kids being thrown in a fire and they survive? I mean, think about it. It's just amazing. It's full of stories, and the best story you will find is in the New Testament. It's the story of Christ and his life and him dying on the cross. It's the best. I love reading the Bible. You have another question? When I was scared and I still did something. You know, my family and I, we lived in Rwanda, Africa. I know, Rwanda, Africa. If you look on the map of Africa, it's right in the center of Africa. It's the tiniest country in Africa, but it's the most densely populated country. So there's people constantly everywhere. My family and I, we lived there. One of the scariest things we did is my wife and I had to take these kids back to school. Now, they just don't go to school down the road. They actually go to school very far. And so we had to drop them all off. We had never driven in this country like this before. I can remember the time that my wife and I got lost in the middle of this country. We had no idea where we're at. We didn't speak the language. We were learning it still at that point. And we had to go up this hill. There's no roads there. Most of them are dirt roads. And I can remember my wife, she got in this van that we were driving, and she had to drive because I had to tell her where to go. And all of a sudden I said, push the gas! And all she took off and she ramped up this huge rock, and she actually made it over the rock. I was scared, but my wife was driving, so it was okay. God was with us in that time of Rwanda, Africa. I tell you, God helped us. Any other questions? Yeah. Going to church? Did you say what's my favorite part about going to church? Yeah. Favorite part about going to church is where I'm at right now, which is the most difficult time, is being able to see all of our friends. I mean, really it is. We go to church because of the community. We go to church because we want to hang out with our friends, because sometimes we don't get to see them all week. Well, just think about this. We haven't seen some of our friends in person for months. It's so hard. But I'm going to tell you that technology has helped to bring us together. As hard as it is, as tiring as it is to look into a camera. I can remember the time when nobody wanted to be on Zoom because everybody thought, oh, I'd look bad. People now, they don't care. Have you seen some of these hilarious videos of people on the Zoom? It's so funny. Nobody cares anymore. But you can connect with your friends on Zoom. It was great talking to you, Fitz. Thank you so much. I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Any other questions? You're good? Okay. All right. What? You want to give me a hug? You want me to ask you a question? You want to dance? You want to do the Macarena? All right, here we go. Let me put my glasses back on. Is this what we're supposed to be doing? Dancing? Are you ready? Let's do the Macarena. Hey, Macarena! Ay! Bye, everybody!